Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls,
welcome to the greatest podcast on the planet.
My homies keep on checking you out. They wishing to be yours and they taking you out. It's getting to my head and they pissing me off. I got some real ones and they tipping me off. I know you from the inside out. We do some real talking at my mama's house. We finna get something for $1. We might just head home in a Honda. But are you ready? I am ready. Don't keep me waiting. I'm okay. I'm just minutes away. You can call me any day.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a special edition of the ByoPodcast Ingxoxo 99. Today we are joined by, is it T1?
It used to be.
Used to be.
Yeah, it used to be T1.
Then was cooler.
Kasenkula. Kasenkula pra.
Yeah.
Ngaba Tawanda Denga.
Tawanda Denga. Yeah, which is your full name?
That's my full name.
Government name?
Government name.
Yeah.
Maforty over?
Maforty. Waqala ngutawi.
No, ngaqala.
Qalile Maforty. Maforty kwapha selitshilile ukuthi ukhona namhlanje kuyithe.
Maforty history yonke ayazi and so that's why sifuna ukukhuluma history.
Yeah.
So make it as by the least track.
Yeah, abese senziwa.
Sethe simbuza lapha ezinye izinto nondi high intro tal.
But welcome to the show, bro.
Bro, thanks for having me. It's been a minute. I've been wanting to get on this show.
Yo, bro,
I've been wanting.
I feel like maybe gonna ngoza by breakthrough yethu yabona to 500k. Because hey, ukinga sikutholile wena. Ukuze sifike lapha esikhona.
I know, but today was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to start at a certain time. We've started, 2 hours later?
Daughter.
Close
Otherwise,
to.
how are you doing?
No, I'm great, bro. I can't complain.
How's the family doing?
The family's great. The wife is good.
Yeah.
The 2 girls.
Okay. You have 2 kids?
I've got 2 kids.
Okay.
2 girls.
Okay.
One is 4, turning 5. The other is 1 year, 3 months, turning 2 years. So yeah.
Unjani ukuba family man?
Umnandi puras. Eish. Umnandi ansingiqambela.
How long have you been with the missus?
With the missus,
Yeah.
we've been married for 6 years. We're going to our 7th.
7. Hey, thina bangesishile emjolo 2 months.
Guys, guys, do not allow Umcholo to.
But do you mind sharing ukuthi la hlangana njani lo missus?
Bruh, I mean, usually my story with my missus is a bit controversial. But I'm born 13 years.
When all guy.
I mean, I think at that time I was how old? I was about 17.
No.
17,
Sharp.
18.
Nice cheap.
Sharp.
I just literally
As long
finished
as
my O-levels
as
and
go gap in up before if you got 18, alizange lenza anything.
Nah, no, we didn't. I know.
Yeah.
I say.
Plus I feel like kudala vele izinto eziningi besenzakala njalo yabo.
Yeah, vele. Like abazali bethu, you know what? I mean, if you look, mina umasalo man.
Yeah.
I mean, wabalat sonke, I think by the time she was 24,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
She had all her 4 kids.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so she started her first child when she was 18.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
her last child was when she was 23. So it was done.
Speaking of umasalo, can you tell us a bit more about background yakho? Like give us a context of
This guy.
setup. Lapho khulele khona ukuthi bekunjani?
Okay, I'm born into a family of 4.
Okay.
Older sister, older brother, then myself. I'm the 3rd born.
Okay.
Then
Opposed away last born.
ngaphosa ngaba last born, but then ngaba now she's a girl. Yeah, that's the family setup. Both my parents are late. Both my parents are late. My dad and my mom.
Their souls rest in peace.
They are resting in peace. I wish they would be seeing me now, especially my mom. Azumasali, she was such a supportive person. Umdala wami was one of those guys who was very strict.
I think it's normal, really, in an African
Context
family setup. Like the
Umdala
father
is like the most strict one, you know. Umasalu was strict, but she supported, you know, Yonkinto, you know, like she would always encourage me, you know.
Gube like right now, our Talabagus or like podcast by Bugele maybe. You never know what happens.
I know.
After life, yeah.
No, I want to say Uti, hey, Dada, I respect you, my G. You know, Masalu, your boy is making it, and I know you're proud of me. Yeah. Though that's definitely what I would want to say.
Yeah. Would you say we strict setup like when growing up?
Cool.
Yeah.
Nah, not really. You know, both my parents were very liberal. But Dada was very strict when it came to Amankasa.
Okay.
Right. And
why is it you
I Dada ngafuna ukuthi ngithethe amakaratu mama amakhiwo. But manje mini problem man, I went to these A schools.
Oh,
so
okay.
Those are the girls that were available.
But
you get my point. So Umdala didn't want me to take these people, but you know what? When you are in these schools and you're integrating with white, colored people and things like that, what's about the way connection?
Is about
Imagine mina vele njengamakarati.
Yeah, do you remember a situation where what data maybe Ikarad and or Ikiwa and Dumdala found out?
Yes.
Reaction again.
I've never seen my father that angry in my life. Do you have any idea what these people did to us? I mean, because this guy is coming from a point which, you know, they came from a civil war and all those kind of things. You know what I mean?
Apartheid.
I say, we're not there. No, we didn't come from there. But Chimrenga, what is it?
Still apartheid.
Because
the same system, isn't it?
Segregation, isn't it?
Yeah, segregation and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
he was very, hey, what are you doing? Do you have any idea what these people did to us? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, as that. As much as we understand,
like
there was
time period.
this was like what? 2015?
15.
Yeah. No. My dad passed away in 2005, so that was like about 2004. I was still a young boy.
Ekuluma
kono.
grade 1.
Yeah, boy.
Damn. Don't say nothing, Maforty. I'm saying you just put your hands up and zip those lips.
Yeah,
throw those keys away.
Umdala agafuni amakalad.
Gafuni. No, especially Makio.
Yeah.
Amakarati didn't have too much of a problem with them, but Ikiwa.
Umasalu yenage.
Amasalu didn't have a problem.
Why sharp?
Amasalu vele wayiswi ukuthi ngamphathela girlfriend. Very as umasalu ngangimtshela everything. Ngaba le girlfriend ngangimtshela ukuthi masalu send a girlfriend. This is my girlfriend. I'll introduce my girlfriend to Masad. And Masad was just like, she was free with it.
Sharp.
She was free with it.
When growing up, we set up Penjalo, would you mind maybe let's say 20 years from now, your girls come and say, Dad,
a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I've got no problem with that.
Yeah.
Like, I've got no problem.
Yeah.
But all I'll be doing is I'll be cleaning my guns. while the boys are coming in, like, look, you see, with girls it's different.
Yeah.
You know, and I always say this: among Kazanan, as much as they have to have freedom and express themselves and stuff like that, us as fathers, we're still gonna want to protect them.
Yeah.
I want to go show.
Yeah.
It's like even with my sisters. I protect my sisters more than I protect my older brother. Because I feel like sometimes girls can be taken advantage of. Yeah. So, girls, I teach them to be very, what's the word I'm looking for? I teach them to be independent.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah. They shouldn't depend on.
No. You can do anything.
For finances, like you can do everything for yourself. Yeah.
you know, and that's the thing. Like right now, my daughter, my first child is only 4 years. By the time she gets to 6 years old, she would have started her own business.
Damn. Yeah.
Okay.
By the time she gets to 6 years old, she would understand the value of what money is and how to get money. Why is it important to save? Why is it important to invest? And all these kind of things, which is things that Tina, we were not necessarily taught. Tina were taught, go to school, get a job.
Be a doctor,
be a pharmacist, be a lawyer, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
But the world has
evolved.
It has evolved from that point. So we can't keep trying to teach our children the things that we were being taught, 20 years ago. Because the world in the next 5 years,
yeah.
Yeah.
Besides memory ukuthi umdala was saying you shouldn't date any white
girls
or colored. What are some of your childhood memories? Or maybe you're having a conversation with your kids in the next 5 years. Mina kudala kwami ngangisenzani, like top 3.
Okay, one thing I would tell my children, ngiyabatshela straight ukuthi mina sakhula ngambuye endlini late. I'm shy. Yeah.
Holy curfew.
The curfew was 6 o'clock, but I would usually get into the house about 6:37.
Yeah.
Being tired, I mean, very good.
Beating also each other.
I don't even know what word to use. But so you had that kind of relationship with my dad. There's one thing that happened. So this one time, I think I must have been in Form 2. No, I was in Form 3 actually. So I bunked school. In Milton High.
Boys' school.
So I bunked school. The reason why I bunked school is that one of my friends had given me a porno magazine.
Damn.
This is my first, this is my first porn magazine. So people were busy, giving each other the magazine and stuff like that. So he gave me the magazine. It was around 10. So straight after break, Anjan, escape school.
Let me catch.
Let me go home. I don't want to be viewing this thing in the toilet. I know. I tell you, it's only the maid who's a so it's all right. So everyone is not at home. Cha pants after break. Figure pane as ngene Romania me pa. I figure brang keep uniform wating.
So wait. Was your viewer like the Meg?
Yeah.
Had you heard of masturbation before? Had you done it before?
Of course, bro. Yes, I had done it before. Yeah, bro. So this was why it was so exciting because bro, I am going home with a porn mag.
With the content.
I'm about to jerk off.
Yeah. Because for some time, it was maybe imagination.
Yeah, but
this time around, so I'm the content engine. And it's funny how I think 2 weeks back, let's with how porn has evolved from magazines. Yes, VCR before.
Yes.
So when period yako,
VCR.
Okay.
Yeah. So Lama playing cards. Some remember playing cards.
Playing cards.
Playing cards.
Hey, Lama playing cards. They were playing cards.
You should have seen the Joker.
Exactly. So mina appearing in the pang.
Yeah.
Aba comfortable watching and getting room in. I'll view up right as in Leyland, but I'm sleeping on my stomach. So the door was behind me.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
The door to my room.
Make that mistake.
The door to my room was behind me. You
should never make that mistake, bro. When you're checking off, just make sure.
No. No, but I wasn't jerking off yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't even jerking
off. You're still checking what you're going to check off.
I'm still checking out what I'm going to jerk off to.
Yeah.
Right? So the door is open, right? The door is open. I didn't close the door because I would have you know what I mean? and you know usizwe endlini lapha ngasoze ngene room yamanti
Yep.
ngiphakathi umnyango uvuliwe lapha ngambhizi pulas cha vela ngizwa ngumdala engena ngizwa ngapho ngizwa seyimpama pulas so you know at first your first chalazaring you know chalazaring ngathi kuzombani lokathi kuhamba njani yabona ekhaya so ngathi ngabona ngathi ngumdala yazi so my reaction to that was not ukwethuka lokho ngavala ibhukani ngaqalisa ukuhleka so ngaqalisa ukuhleka so mdala ngibuza ukuthi manje uhleka and mina yamkhangela and I got no response to this man bro I'm so confused I'm like bro I continue laughing yabona yanshaya ngenye impama ngahleka even more ankhalanga yabona so I think he was so confused ukuthi why is this kid laughing I just bamba demand ebukeleni imagazine and wathatha imagazine lena nje walidabula
Shit.
now
shit with the homies.
Selingali ibele selingali
itayi ngale kubona ngale iPU iphakathi aphana so ngizamubambanisa stuff but I think I will always remember that that memory of my dad because after that you know he pulled me aside and was like boy I know good to you boys you know are probably doing this you know saying I said it could but if you are doing these kind of things be careful there's AIDS there's condoms
but there's no AIDS in checking off
no but no there's no AIDS in
Checking off leads to, you know.
Yeah, but jacking off definitely leads to that other stuff. So I think my dad was also then realized that usha umuntu and at this stage awuncede.
Okay.
So you know I respect my dad for that. And then the other memory that I have of my dad, this one day my dad got home drunk. Oh. Yeah, like ephelile bra. Umasalu really was pissed off because I don't know what was going on. I think they were supposed to go somewhere abasahambanga because you know umdala now afika endlini yangena endlini vele udakwe vele uphelile umasalu waqala manje chaya umdala umchaya umdala waphonga kwenza so aqasa ukhala wathi
Yeah, umdala kweli rockstar.
and umasalu wasuka wahamba then umdala wasuka waqasa ukuhleka hayi boys yabona when women do this you never lay a hand on a woman so if there's two things that I respect my dad for is that number one he taught me that no matter what a woman does even ngawuchaya wena auntie when ukuthi umchaya umfazi auntie
Akuphumi.
akukho right
angakushayisa leso
ngawuchaya vele when you'd rather walk out or do something and all those kind of stuff you know but you never lay a hand on a woman so I will always respect my dad for that yeah that's the kind of man he was
then
he wasn't perfect but
then like your two memories like your childhood memories seem to focus on umdala the most all childhood memory one that involved your mom
my childhood memory my mom was like almost like my best friend I think I'll put it like that but the one memory I'll always remember my mom from so I used to go to this school at this one point I went to quite a lot of schools right because 9 years right so so I went to a lot of schools so I went to this boarding school called George Sulundika right in Yamandlovu ngale so it's a Cohost school right this was before I went to Milton right so I think I was probably in form 2 I was in form 2 so singale stuff like that so it's a Cohost school you know what I mean this is when I started noticing girls you know what I mean hey amankazana
also feeling
so there's this one girl man wathiwa nguMontlenyane she was a Tswana girl so back then wakulamatswana amaningi ayibuya amatswana lamanamibian nama South African that used to come here for school So boarding school, you'd have a lot of Amatswana, I'm a South African.
Yeah.
So the first time I had a kiss, a proper kiss, Man City
Like
kiss,
lambda.
kiss. Was informed too with this girl called Motlenyan, right?
Okay.
So this girl, her and a cousin, the one time they go to Harare. So my auntie had a salon konangali in Harare. So they're busy fixing her. So my aunt is asking, salon women, they always ask, so what do you do? Where do you, I can't know, we school, we're Joe Lundika, what? They're like, I got a nephew. So it's like, oh yeah, Joe Lundika. There's someone I know at Joe Lundika. So she didn't say my nephew. She just said, I know someone at Joe Lundika. It's like, do you know a guy called Tawanda? It's like, Tawanda. Yeah, Tawanda is the worst. Vela mankazana wonke what can we tell you Anto I'm a 411 about all the things that we're doing at
School, yeah.
Anto amafonela ubani
Umasala.
basa kathi wena umntana akho vele kanti udumile phela esikolo ngane ngamankazana
Udume ngokuduma.
Vele wathi lapha i-report la ibuye vele ilabo 0%. Where's abo 0%, bro. I think the highest thing I had was science, which was 90-something%, but everything else about 0, about 2. I just didn't care. My gosh, and my mother beat me to a pulp. I think if you look closely at my head, you're gonna la. Yeah. Umasana wami wambambikanda, so one child pants. Hit my head onto the ground, bro. That's how pissed off she was with me. So yeah, I'll never forget my mom.
But bro, with this, you say top is corner right now of people being woke. Right now. Don't you think we abusing it? I don't physical, like, because
do you know what?
I don't think it's something that you can do
to my kids now.
To your kids now.
Okay, look. I mean, this agenda of being woke and what that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That we can talk about. But I don't think it was abuse. I think it was expression. You know, the way our parents express themselves, especially African parents, and the way that, because wokeness is coming from where? It's coming from the West.
Yeah.
Wokeness is not really something that is within our culture. We have to understand that. But my dad never hit me like that. Umasalo was expressing herself at that moment in time. School fees. I'm suffering to take this boy to a very good, at that time, a very good boarding school. I'm paying school fees. There's nothing this guy lacks. But he's going to school and he's coming back about 0%. But to be mankaza. You get my point?
Yeah.
So I could, in Western culture, if you did that, I'll go and report my mom.
Jamie, go to your room.
Yeah. I'll go and report my mom, and my mom was going to go to jail.
Yeah.
Uthothi vele ngasokela ifike ku point yokuthi umama wakhe ukushayelele etafuleni ebezothi go upstairs or naughty corner.
She couldn't do that, but I appreciate that because after that beating, after that beating, you know, I was sober, but I don't want to go to a Cohost school.
Yeah.
That's when they moved me from that school
to a boys' school.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't handle the pressure of being around so many beautiful girls.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
But, do you think a upbringing yako has influenced the person you are today?
Oh, very much.
How so?
Very much. I would say, okay, none of my parents were necessarily artists.
Okay.
Right? They were very hardworking people. Mina Umtalam was he used to work at railways. Like that was his thing. Umasalu was a hairdresser. And something that a lot of people actually don't know, Mina, I actually ventured into a field for a while.
Oh,
Yeah, cosmetology. So I'm a qualified cosmetologist. So nyanzinzipho, inwele, massage, watini, I can do all that stuff. So I studied.
As ngime mfuna ukufunda stuff lesi kwenza ukuthi endlini umfazi angahambe esalon like
I know that stuff, but I still pay for uthi ehambe and get her nails done, whatever. You know what I mean? Once in a while, I think I once posted a video on Facebook. Once upon a time when I was just doing my wife's nails, you know. But it's not something that I want to do every single day. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think it's something elingayenza mawufuna like premium umgosi no premium like equally
exactly.
So
you know what I mean? Yeah. But not something that you're going to do every day. So I ventured into that field, but none of them were artists. But I think one of the biggest influence that I had was actually my older brother. So my older brother loved hip hop. He loved watching TV shows and things like that. And from that's when I became, I think I became such a person that was engrossed in the arts. Yeah. But at a young age, I think when I was from the time I was in grade 4, I remember there was an audition for a play at school. And I went for the auditions. And I got the role of the main character. And after that, the school went to win best drama out of all schools, out of all A schools.
In the country or just
in Bulawayo?
Okay,
right.
Yeah,
in Bulawayo, and we won best theatrical production, and I was the main character, and I was only in grade 4. All the other people that I was acting with were all grade 6, grade 7s. Right.
Yeah.
So from that point, the arts just became something that I loved. Then after that, I think in about Form 1, I was at Hamilton High School. Yeah, I won't tell you my stories about Hamilton.
Oh yeah, might as well just share one. Just one.
Okay, so the reason why I got expelled from Hamilton High School
expelled?
Yes, I was
we rockstar, bro.
I was expelled in Form 1, bro. I stabbed a boy with a campus. And because I'm a campus, we tip, So I'm a tiny guy. Most people are quite big, you know what I mean? So Form 1, because you're a small guy. I had a short temper. I had a short temper. So very, pushing. Hey, that campus. I'm jumping.
Not even once, bro.
Not once, but I think I did like 10 times or something until people pulled me away from this guy. That's when I got expelled from there. That's when I got expelled. I think about 10 times, bro. I was like, on him. I stabbed the guy, bro. I had a very short temper. Ngoba vele into lani ukuthi vele ngiyazonda masinyane ngoba vele abantu banjani.
Yo.
Bandelele yabona.
I'm in jail for
No, at 4 that time.
Live
Hi, because now
it's probably
I don't know, bra. Ngumhlaba, bra. Ngumhlaba nje. Ngumhlaba.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And look kind of ngani yabona. And which is I actually thank God that is what I was using.
Yeah.
Because if I was using something else.
Divider was called low.
The what?
Yeah.
The
divider had that pin that was very low.
Yeah, it had a longer pin. But look
You should have used that one.
Yeah, when was the massa is very kwaza. So can we say your love for art was influenced by your brother?
I would say
for the most part.
For the most part, yes.
Yeah.
It was actually influenced. I would say both my older brother and my older sister. Okay. My older sister, they used to do this thing called lip singing. You know, you would go to talent shows and you do lip syncing. You know, just sing over a song and pretend like you are the artist. So the one time my sisters did this thing, and I was their backup dancer. I wish I documented all these things, right? It was really funny, but I was the backup dancer, you know, and they were singing. They were singing in the front there, you know, with my cousin's sister. So it was quite fun. So I would say that my siblings, especially my older sister and my older brother, influenced my love for the arts.
For the art, yeah.
Yeah.
In a community that's influenced by, that's mostly dominated by imsebenzi enjenge kuba ngudokotela, kuba lawyer, kuba engineer. How do your parents react when they found out ukuthi you have a love for art? Lokuhambisa isikolo ukuthi ufunda ube ngudokotela.
I think because mina vela was stubborn.
Yeah.
You know, if I decided ukuthi me this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to anyone.
Okay.
You know? We would fight. Me and my mom, and this is why even my mom tried to push me into cosmetology, because she wanted me to have a profession that is recognized somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hairdressing, guatin. But me, I had made up my mind. I'm an entertainer. Yeah. This is what I'm good at. This is what I'm going to do.
Did you go to varsity?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I actually, to a certain point, I wish I had, you know, but I didn't go to varsity, you know, because, you know, I didn't come from like a wealthy family or something like that. You know, I just came from a normal family of people that just went to work, you know, you know, and stuff like that. I didn't have that kind of privilege. So the time when I finished my O levels, it was either I was going to go to A level, then after A level, had to look for a job.
Yeah.
You know, there was no option for varsity. It was never there, right? Because after that, it's like we are done with you. Vele form 4.
So me lose bone.
We're done with you. If you want to go to A level, okay, we can push a little bit. But if you now want to go to varsity, I was as Wanelando. That's the kind of family I came from. So I decided after I did my O levels, I said, you know what? Let me look for things that I can do that can kind of make me money.
Yeah.
You know, so I did computers. I learned how to fix computers and stuff like that. But, you know, I really don't like that stuff.
Hardware or software?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did both. So, but I was like, you know, I don't like it. You know, I don't have a passion for it.
Yeah.
Then that's when my mom was like, no, since you don't want to do this, you know, do isn't to lazy sabafaz. What I did for a while was okay. Yeah. I'm poor and no, you know what?
But ongatoli abafazi doing because I can imagine working a saloon in 2023
Hey. But you know what? This is when I realized that, you know what, abafaz, bruh, women are there, and abasos are prepared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't. I think sometimes people would think, hey, I mean, especially go Bulawa, you're here. You know, I mean, go Bulawa, you guys. Like me, I'm not bragging, but let me just say this. I've been around the world, bruh.
Yeah.
But Bulawayo.
I so no, bro.
Bro, I've been around the world, but Bulawayo still has, I don't understand what it is about this. Like, you know, every single time I look at guys, I'm just like, guys are stronger. Not there's too many beautiful women.
But have you been to SA?
I've been to SA. I've been, SA is on another level. SA is on steroids. It's Bulawayo on steroids.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, like, it's Bulawayo on steroids. Like, I've been to SA, especially when I come to Soweto.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to places like Sant and what, you really don't see them.
Yeah.
Phuma nje. Uye Soweto ngale. This is the place this other cousin of mine took me. Oh, ngathi kuyabraywa what.
My.
I don't know what my. What's that place called, man? Maforty. Think of the place.
Bruh.
But anyway, SA is Bulawayo.
But then
Yeah.
Bulawayo in Zimbabwe is the highest concentration of beautiful women per capita.
Yes, I agree.
And if
Come
you
again?
think Bulawayo is the highest concentration of beautiful women
Per capita.
in Zimbabwe.
I agree.
But I've traveled around Zim, but you haven't traveled and seen beautiful women until you've been to Swaziland. Mic drop.
Okay, I know. You know what? I
Go to Swaziland.
No, I haven't been. I haven't been to Swaziland.
Thina sikayendawo.
Nah, bafazi bomntu oyi-1 so don't mind.
Yeah, that's the problem. eSwaziland bangazi babe bahle. Thomba.
Balomnika.
Umswati yafika ufuna umfati.
Nah, but it's done now. I think it's okay now because people complain. We're like, I'm cheetah.
Imagine.
Doesn't he have sons that are going to inherit his...
Exactly.
Like the same traits, yeah.
Exactly. That's the thing. You know what I mean?
Yabo post umfazi wakho Instagram eSwaziland. Abone ngumntaka king.
It's over.
Come that day, the Rich Dance Festival.
Bro.
But honestly, isn't I think I'm going to do that. You know, Maforty went to Swaziland and he was doing a comedy show there side and he went for the Reed Dance Festival. So he kept on sending me pictures. He's like, "Brah, you're missing out. Brah, you're missing out." And he was just sending me pictures, you know. And I'm like, Mokai. Maforty needs to get married somehow. Something. Something has to happen.
At some point, Maforty
he has
to get married. Going back to the art, when you decide to do it full time, uqala ngani? Uqala ngokuhlabela, uqala nge-acting, uqala nge-comedy, like mawuqala i-art yakho when you're focusing on it full time. Waqala ngani?
Waqala nge-dance.
Yeah,
okay, so Itawi. so a lot of people actually don't know that I was one of the first people to ever start a national dance competition in Zimbabwe. Right.
Yeah.
Me and this friend of mine called Joshua Saunyama. So what we did is that we went to Alliance Francaise. We pitched a competition called Bop Dance Battle, right? We filled up amphitheater, and we're not talking just Woody. We filled it up. Yeah. It was packed. That place takes 2,000 people. We had over 3,000 people in that place.
What?
People were standing. My eyes are panel. Right. It was the first ever dance competition. Gobulawa. We did that. Then after that, we realized that no, we want to do this thing on a national level. There'd never been a national hip hop dance competition in Zimbabwe. And it started from guys from where? From Gobulawa.
Yeah.
Right. And we were the first ones to do it. After that, people took our template and they just copied and pasted, you know. So that was the first thing. I mean, I was in a group called G Factor, which was a group of 3 guys. It was myself, Joshua Saunyama, and a guy called Tawanda Denga. So it was the 3 of us, and we were the best dance group in Zimbabwe.
Begunini, when you're filling amphitheater with
that was 2000. Amphitheater, we filled it up 2007, 2008.
Like, what do you think you guys did differently? Ogwenza lathola a number of people abangago. What artists right now are doing wrong? Because you find ukuthi bayenza ama shows,
right?
We mina, do Ralph,
do
Maforty, so kwanile. Like, what do you think you guys did ukuthola i-crowd engako ukuthi uyizole support like that.
I think number one, the one thing that we did correct was that we introduced something that was not there. Right. Which was dance, which was hip hop dance. It was not there. There was no hip hop dance competition at that point. But then another thing that we did is that we did not. I think I've said this to Maforty a couple of times. Right. One of the biggest problems with us Bulawayo is that as artists, I want to impress another artist. I don't want to impress the audience.
Yeah.
Do you get my point?
Yeah.
I want to impress Maforty. That's what I want to do. My agenda is to impress Maforty, not to impress the audience, not to give the audience something that they're going to gravitate towards. That's why you will go to most artists' shows and there's artists.
3 people.
Why is it you're not seeing audience? Me, I'd rather have a show if I do a show, I'd rather have 100 audience than have 1,000 artists. Let me tell you why. Because if I start with 100 audience, right? Those 100 audience, imagine each and every one of them is going to tell another 10 people that, yo, bruh,
There's Carl.
right? How many people are you going to have? 10,000. So it grows. So we were able to do that.
And Bongala social media that time.
There was no social media, bro. There was no social media. So people think, and this is another thing that I've realized. A lot of people want to rely on creating audience via WhatsApp statuses. Man, that's rubbish. People don't gravitate towards WhatsApp. Guys, no, straight, guys. Let me tell you. Because I know you.
Yeah.
Ralph, I know you. And I know you guys. I know Maforty, right?
Yeah.
So because of that, I'm going to view your status.
Yeah.
And because of where we are now, yes, certain things are going to work with social media.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's still certain things that you need to do that are outside of social media that have to attract audiences that you don't know.
Easy people.
Right. Like for instance, I'll tell you what I did. 2017? No, not 2007. Higher definition. The one by below what you call it, Bulawayo Center. Yeah, when I was launching my album.
It was before I came.
It was before you.
So that should be either 2015, 2014.
No. It was actually after you came into the picture. That was 2017. Right. So this was my second album. Right. So what I did, because what I would usually do is that every time I'll do I'll do an album, I'll then do a show. Right. But that show would have maybe about 100 or 200 people maximum. I was like, no, bro. These are the same people that keep coming to my shows. You understand?
Yeah.
I want a different crowd of people, right? So what am I going to do? I went to Bulawayo Center. I got the space for Mahara, right? You write a letter, they give you the space, you do your thing. So I'm attracting a new audience, right? I go there, I do my show. My show cost me less than $200 to do. I made $500 from CD sales, from people that don't even know me. Most of the people that already know me would not buy my CD. But I sold 100 CDs in one day. I made $500.
So were you like playing your songs?
No, I was performing.
Okay.
I did performances. I was performing my new album. No one knew the songs to my album. But people kept on coming, and I like what my MC kept on doing. He kept on coming and asking people, so do you know Tawanda? And then people were like, no, we don't know Tawanda. Which is good. Because people feel offended when they think that when I ask, do you know Mgcini? And then people say, no, I don't know Mgcini. Then you say, why ungangazi? Why should I know you?
Mina vele nxa
Wena
ungazi.
ngubani wena? Why should I know you?
Siswana
Mention the
kakhulu.
MC. Mention the MC.
The MC was Maforty and Master Eli. Those were my MCs for that day.
Into zabo Maforty.
But yabona ukuthi into engichoyo Mgcini is that I think people are so concerned with being village heroes that they don't consider becoming bigger than
My village kings.
village kings. Like,
I mean, the world is
it's so big, bro. It's humongous. Bro, when I was in America, that's when I realized that I'm done trying to convince people that I'm a good actor. Done. Lapa.
Yeah.
You
Ukhombanini America like when
last year because of the Signal.
okay.
Right. So the Signal won an award in New York, and then we got nominated for another award in Utah.
Of which I feel like siza khuluma the Signal more in detail like phambili.
Yeah.
But waqala nge dancing sesikhuluma
Dancing and
and
then I got into rap.
okay.
Right. So I got into rap and I hit rap hard. So after dancing, I decided, I'm like, all right. Then people used to know me as Tawi. Right. That was my stage name and everyone knew me as Tawi. And then I sat down and I'm like, I'm going to get to a stage in my life where no one will call me Tawi. Everyone is going to call me Tawanda. In the next 3 years, no one will know Tawi
name,
as Tawi.
Yeah.
Or Tawanda. Everyone will call me Tawanda. And it happened. Literally within 3 years.
Yeah.
After that, from 2013 to 2015, no one called me Tawanda or Tawi. Everyone called me
Tawanda.
Right. Because I got into rap. I'm not the best rapper, according to most people. And let me tell you, this is something I'm going to say. I don't even put much effort in rapping. I just did it because I could do it. Just because I could do it.
Yeah.
It was just, let me do it, let me enjoy it.
For vibes.
For vibes. So I got into rap. I did rap from 2013, I think, until about 2017. No, 2019 was my last release. It was, that's the one we did by Stir Chemical. Right, that's the one you were also MC at. Right, Stir Chemical. And the thing is that after that, I decided that I'm not going to focus on rap anymore because I now want to focus on acting. Right?
Okay.
But during the time when I was a rapper, I kind of got into comedy.
Okay.
Right. That's when I got into comedy. So it was dance, rap, then comedy, then into acting. So comedy for me was like, because every single time I would watch comedy, a lot of people would come to me and be like, hey, I enjoy comedy, but there's no comedy that I can go to with my kids. There's no comedy I can enjoy with family. There's no comedy I can enjoy with my dad. But you are funny, so because I would MC a lot of things. So people were like, you are funny,
Because I think the first time you were MCing, was it I think it was a concert. Yeah, what's this group? Folk.
Vocal X.
Nah, not Vocal X. Family
Voices.
Voices. Yeah.
Voices.
I think it was a family voices concert. Yeah.
Right. And you see, and I had been doing those concerts for a while. And most of those concerts, Brave, I tell you that I was doing them for free just because I could do it. Not because I was getting paid. But now I don't do concerts. I don't do concerts.
Yeah.
And if I do weddings, if you're not paying me $500, I will direct you to someone that you can pay $100.
Maforty.
Let me tell you.
For me to MC your wedding, you sit in an interview with me to see if you are worth my time.
When I'm a 40, when
So I think no, but to Maforty and
is chata mahara zonkela.
I know Tina Laband. You know what? I mean, one thing that I've learned about there's certain people I'll do things for because they are my people. Not everyone has that privilege.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And don't think because I'm going to do something for Maforty for free means that I'm going to do it for you for free. You understand? You have to understand the dynamics of relationship and all those kind of things and network and connection and all that kind of stuff.
I think it goes on to show a connection is like sonkela even Maforty like you're gonna like Tina Maslapa bro. Maforty Mgcini rough like sonke just grand but most is out there with Maforty charge 1.5. I'm like yeah
Exactly. You get shocked.
like Maforty like podcast
Exactly. But what I'm saying, the thing is this, and it's something which Maforty sees the value that you have, right? A lot of people might not even know this. The first person that called Maforty and pestered Maforty to become a comedian is sitting right here.
Chuti interview Maforty. Nigga Mike.
You know what, Mgcini?
Nigga Mike.
I got a call from a guy I've never met in my life.
So lingo best guys.
And this guy calls me. Says, "Are you Maforty?"
I've never met this boy.
Like, I hear you do comedy. I'm like, no. It's like, we're doing what we call sanctified comedy. There's no vulgar language. So he spent 2 years of his life trying to convince me.
Trying to convince him. 2 years of my life. Trying to convince Maforty to end the comedy. I know Maforty, I mean, his first comedy show, first comedy show. I was his MC.
Dope.
Yeah.
Did he pay you?
Yes, he actually did.
The first one I paid you.
Yeah, the first one he actually said, he's like, bro, you're not going to do this for free.
For free, yeah.
I'm like, no, bro, you're my boy. He's like, no, I'm giving you. He gave me $100.
That's Maforty.
Yeah.
You understand?
40.
That's Maforty.
Names on
And that was his first, and that one only I think about 80 people came to that show.
No. That's the second. The first one was 206.
The first one was 206.
The second one
Was
was 80.
80. But the thing that even with that thing, he didn't say, brah, you saw good show even abantu, what in. He still honored what he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it.
Because Glom don't correct Himalayas because of that.
Into guys
advertised their show and the show was a flop. Now they're starting to say, no, bro, no one came. As
No,
if that's
but
my problem.
no, that's not your problem, bro. You see,
yeah.
and that's the thing that we need to understand. The reason why sometimes we don't grow in the arts is because we don't take it as a business. You're taking it as a hobby. So it's your hobby, bro.
Yeah.
It's your hobby. And urafu is lapa. I podcast lay you hobby, I can't. Is it my fault that it's his hobby? No. Me, I'm a businessman, bro. Me, I want money. So me coming onto your podcast, it means that somehow this benefits my brand.
Yeah.
Do you get my point?
Swine.
And it's gonna make me money. I remember bro, I don't know. I mean, because every time I watch this podcast, I mean the content that you guys are pushing out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My favorite episode so far, by the way, Giga Madlela.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yo,
That was a good one.
as Umadlela very, I'm telling I respect. That was an amazing one.
So, bro, you are in the entertainment industry and you are a Christian at the same time.
Yes.
How do you then balance the faith with the demands and the works that are associated with the entertainment industry?
There's nothing to balance. I don't even know how to answer that question. I think the thing is that we've separated Christianity, you know what I mean, from normal life. And that's not the thing. You can't separate God from normal life.
Yeah.
The problem is that you can separate religion You understand?
Yeah.
You can separate religion to say that, if you're in this particular religion, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. Me, I'm a believer of God. I believe Jesus Christ died for my sins.
Yeah.
Past, present, and future. So, I don't feel condemned.
Yeah.
You understand? So, if me as a Christian decide to step away from entertainment, how are the people that are in entertainment, how are they going to know about Jesus Christ? How? Like, explain to me how. Because my faith is not in works. My faith is in the person that died for my sin. Not in am I perfect? Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not in am I perfect, not in the fact that do I subscribe to a certain type of doctrine, you know what I mean? Like if you think about Christianity, bro, I think Christianity, forgive me, other pastors and everyone else who might watch this thing, Christianity is one of the most confused religion in the world. One of the most confused. And why is it so confused? Because people want to put their own doctrines on top of who God is. God, brothers, there's so many things that God never said in the Bible that people want to say to you which you can't do. That when you look in the Bible, you can't find it. Me, I read the Bible for myself, my friend. I don't subscribe to a pastor telling me.
Yeah.
Right? I go to church every single Sunday. I go to church.
Like in your opinion,
yeah,
what are some of the things that people are trying to push or narrative abazama preach ebantwini ukuthi wena don't do this, but it's not in the Bible?
Okay, there's just one thing. Me and my pastor always have a big fight about this.
Yeah.
Lobola, bra. Ungalobola umfazi sengumfazi wakho. You are married.
Yeah.
But the Christian religion is that if you don't have a white wedding,
Okay.
yes, if you don't have a white wedding, God is not pleased. That's a whole lot of hogwash, my friend. I wanted to say a proper word, but I couldn't say it because people are like, that's a whole lot of rubbish, bro. White wedding is not even biblical. You won't find the white wedding in the Bible. The Jewish wedding was a 7-day ceremony. Efanana leyethu thina
abantu ababala iBhayibheli.
ilobola.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't have into lana ukuthi kulo priest oza kuma phambili ethi right kwathini. Yeah, bro. This is why a lot of black people are in debt after weddings. Because uzabhatala ilobola, suqedile ilobola, sucela umtshato uthi ngicotshata. So chatile bra.
Maforty sefuna 1.5 your MC.
Hey, Maforty sefuna 1.5 to MC your wedding, bra.
Mgcini lawa sebefuna 10,000 you Cohost podcast.
But you know me exactly the wedding. Hey, you understand? So people don't understand what into land. There's certain things, certain doctrines, certain understanding of what the Bible is supposed to be that we take and and then we say to ourselves, this is what it's supposed to be. But that's not the truth. Read the Bible for yourself and look at those things and then tell me that, okay, this is what God is saying. No, bruh, me, there's a lot of things. Like even when Majlela was talking, I just want to go back to that podcast because I really felt like he said some stuff when it came to spiritual stuff that, okay, when you read the Bible gives acknowledgement to the ancestors of Jesus.
Yeah.
In the book of Matthew and in the book of Luke. It gives you the genealogy of where Jesus came from.
Yeah.
What are those? Those are Jesus' ancestors. Right. So in the Old Testament, at one point, right? Every single person, when they would pray to God, they would say the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob. When they are praying to God.
God of
So they
Goliath.
would say the God of who?
Goliath.
Nah, not Goliath. God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because of who? The lineage. So those were their ancestors. But when Jesus then came and then died for us, when you then read in the New Testament, you don't see people saying the God of Abraham. They now say the God, the Father, our Father, Jesus. That's done. So Jesus becomes our great ancestor. Do we have ancestors? Yes, my mom, my dad, they are my ancestors. Do I still talk to them? Do I still relate to them? Yeah, bruh. They've come in my dreams a couple of times. You know me, I know when God is trying to warn me. My mom will come to my dreams.
So no.
I'm serious. We should come into my dreams.
So, can we say you resonate more with the spiritual side of a religion than a Christianity or it's 50-50?
I would say that I resonate more with the spirit.
Okay.
Right. And let me explain that. I don't resonate with the religion of Christianity. I resonate more with the spirit of God.
Okay.
Because God talks to everyone.
Yeah.
You understand? God talks to everyone. And when people realize that God talks to everyone and anyone can talk to God, it changes the dynamics of this thing of you have to go through a prophet.
Prophet passion.
Yeah. Or you have to go through inyanga. Or you have to go through inyanga. Because sometimes, I mean, even, you see, it's not even just on this side of the coin where things are messed up. Even in our traditional stuff, things are messed up. Because you have to go and try and talk to uzvani uti ekhulume lo zvani. Why? I don't need anyone to talk.
Man.
No, I don't need a middleman. Zwana pra mina mafuna ukukhuluma no Maforty. So ngikufonela namci. And ngiyafonela uba Maforty. Hey Maforty, bro, this is what I'm going through. What? Ah, okay, T. Let's meet up, let's talk.
Yeah.
That's this relationship I have with this dude is the same relationship that I have with God. Maforty didn't know that I was doing this podcast until obviously probably you told him.
Yeah.
Do you get my point?
Yeah.
I didn't have to go through Maforty to talk about this podcast with you. It's the exact same thing with spirituality, guys. We've got one God. Whether if you want to be Muslim, go and be Muslim. That's your nyaya.
So
I believe in Jesus Christ. And I believe that Jesus died for my sin. If you want to believe something else, that is your nyaya, brah. I'm not going to hit you over the head with why don't you believe in Jesus Christ? No, brah. We are going to see, okay, if Jesus is a gamble, this is what I always say to people. If you're a gambling person, if Jesus is a gamble, and if you gamble on Jesus, you're going to go to heaven. But if you don't gamble on Jesus, you're going to go to hell. Right? And then you say, I don't want to gamble on Jesus. Right? Well, we were going to see whether you're going to go to hell or to heaven. I'd rather gamble with what I feel and what my soul and my spirit tells me. Me, my mom, before she became a Christian, was a spirit medium. Yes. Me ngabona umasalo wami efikelwa ngusekuru. Bro, I've seen all sides of this thing. So none of it surprises me.
So, what advice would you give a young person, girl child, boy child, who wants to get into the entertainment industry, but they are kind of grounded by their religion? To be more specific, Christianity. Like, ngingaqalisa ukungena entertainment industry ichurch yami izaqalisa ukuthi abomgcini sebesenza into zomhlaba abo Tawanda avele sebelahleka vele vele kudala vele kwamosha
akudala kwamosha.
yebo.
Me advice that I'll give is this. Entertainment is a calling.
Yeah.
Right? So it's either you're called into it or you're not. And the person that calls you into entertainment is God himself. So if God has called you into entertainment, it means that he has a purpose for you in entertainment. You might not understand it. You might not see it. Konapo.
Yeah.
We might not even understand why we're doing this podcast right now, today. We don't know that we're doing this podcast because somebody's life is going to get touched through this interaction in CNZ. You know, we don't understand how God works. God works sovereignly, how he wants, when he wants. We make decisions based on, I could be doing something else right now. You could be doing something else right now. You could be doing something else right now.
Yeah.
Maforty could be with some girl right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Or jerking off
Or
somewhere.
jerking off somewhere. But yeah.
Shaking off.
Yeah, but we're here. You know what I mean? We're here because this is divine. That's how I look at things. I don't think anything that happens in my life is a coincidence. Every single thing that happens in my life is designed by God. Everything. So I'm not, even like you're saying, yo, bro, you know, the way it was so hard for us to do a podcast there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Venue, what in logo, yamagetsa,
Plus abantu bawazi ukuthi isikhathi bani ngeres record.
abakwazi, uwabatsheli.
Anzeke ngibatsheli but ngiyakwazi ukuthi basibukele right now on a Monday and
Yeah.
it's just vibes.
They don't even know. They don't even know that, you know what, how much work you put into this, how much work Ralph, how much Ralph was stressing about, hey, I'm gonna get what in, you know what I mean? They don't understand all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, all I'm saying is that if there's somebody out there who's saying, hey, me, I want to get into entertainment, and, you know, I'm a religious person and stuff like that. First of all, I'll tell you, stop being religious. That's the first thing. Stop being religious. Listen to the voice of God, because art is spiritual. Why is art spiritual? Because everything that God has created is artistic. God himself is the greatest artist. You understand? God himself is the greatest artist. So art is from God. Everything about art, the devil just takes what God has made and perverts it. You know what I mean? That guy, I don't know if you watched the Grammys. Did you see that thing where this guy was all in red and was the devil? What?
Yeah, sorry.
It's just the devil pushing his agenda.
Yeah.
You understand? But we then don't have to push the devil's agenda. The reason why, for me, The Signal, as much as people think it's a demonic film, is one of the most spiritual films to ever come out of Zimbabwe.
Just to give people a context of what The Signal is, it says here, The Signal is an award-winning. Yeah?
Yes, multi, not award.
The Signal is a multi-award-winning Ndebele short film starring Tawanda Denga, Dumi Manyathela, and Natasha Dlamini, filmed in Bulawayo. It was directed, filmed, produced by filmmaker and actor Daniel
Lasker.
Yeah, that's The Signal.
That's The Signal.
Yeah.
That film, you know, is spiritual in the sense that when you watch it, you realize that there's this guy. People are all infected by this signal that turns them into demons.
No, I feel like the time it dropped.
Yeah.
Being busy, bro.
Right.
And I think I was not in a good space, fairly, like to be watching stuff like really being a cousin.
Because I remember you were not.
Yeah, bro. So like, kwenda nanzelele namusha so kumele ngenze interview. I'm like, damn.
Next day sizayibukela.
Mara ngicheke lapha ku YouTube umbone, of which that was amazing, bro.
Thanks, Maji.
That was amazing.
Thanks.
Can you just take us through the experience of
Bro, I mean, shooting
the
that thing, bro. Shooting that thing. We shot it in a period, I think, of about 8 days. Took us about 8 days to film it. And we were, this is the first time ever in my life when we were shooting, we would get on set at like about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And we would leave set at about 10. It was soon.
Yeah.
First time. And I remember the one time when we were shooting Sesaketa. I think this was day 3. I'm standing outside and I'm looking outside. I'm looking at the moon. And I'm there's no word of a lie. God asked me a question. He's like, "Is this what you want?" And I said, "Yes. This is what I want." 2 months later, I was in America. A month later, I was back in Africa, but in Rwanda, shooting one of the biggest films that's gonna come out of Africa.
I think you just gave me an idea. We should shoot this podcast. Skangeri nyama.
You see religious people now. religious people now will start thinking that,
is this what you want? Yes.
Really email
We
your
are going to
Spotify. Really email your Spotify.
No, but I'm serious.
Something.
No, but Nyauchela, you know what?
Yeah.
Everything. That's what I'm saying. That everything. Me, the day when Daniel looked for me on Instagram, he DM'd me and sent me a message like, "Yo, bro, I've been thinking about you. There's something I want to work with you on. Hit me up the minute you get this." I hit him up. He's like, "Yo, bro, it's just a short film. You know, I'm gonna send you the script or I want to make the script. I value script.
Yeah.
The script was okay. It wasn't amazing. I mean, in English, it wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Then he's like, "You like the script?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like the script. It's cool. It's doable." He's like, "Okay, but here's the catch. We're not shooting it in English. We're shooting it in Isindebele." I'm like, "Yo." So now in my head, I'm thinking, I'm not fluent in any vernacular language. You know, I'm in this salad.
Yeah, I feel like for the first time, your podcast, we don't even need subtitles here. And that's not Kurumami.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not fluent in any vernacular language. They will tell me straight.
Yeah.
Oh, we see me showing again. You know.
Yeah, it was Melutsanangure.
So man, Tsanangure. You know, because they can tell one even by my accent and by the way I speak Shona, which you know, Chomlo is Shona Rasaz. Right? I know more Ndebele than I do is Shona over Mina Akulela La. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, when he said we're gonna do it in Isindebele, I was like, "Yo, bro, I want to do this, but at the same time, the kind of backlash, you know, you can get for number one, being the main character in a Isindebele film, and your name is Tawanda Denga.
Yeah.
And everyone is like, why did you put Umuntu Tong Tawanda Denga as the main character? There was, I mean, the backlash came.
Entitlement. Nye camera kabani kade.
But this is a white guy. This is a white guy. The producer of this thing was saying, we want it in Isindebele. He's a white guy. It's not even a Ndebele guy. A Ndebele guy will come and they say, let's shoot something and we'll put it in English.
Yeah.
But a white guy
Now I'm saying my dog.
you know what I'm saying, my dog? So, but this white guy is saying, no, we want the people of the world to know about where we come from. Sivela ko Bulawayo.
Yeah.
You understand? And
Yeah,
ko
that's
Bulawayo
true,
kula ma
yes.
cultures amaningi. You know what I mean? But predominantly, what do we speak in Bulawayo? It's in Ndebele. You know what I mean? So, okay, there's this guy, T, I want you to be the main actor. You could have chosen any other person. Okulumisi Ndebele more fluently than me, but he chose me. Right? That's when you see that's a God-ordained thing. Whether people want to agree to it or not, whatever, it's okay.
But I must say, ukuthi itrailer lana ayanjuma.
Yakujuma.
Because mina ngathi ngibona kuthiwa sci-fi yabo. Like expecta vele ukuthi hey lapha vele kuyakhala isikhiwa. Nje bathi befika. Mina I was like, yeah. Hey, lapha ngathi ziyakhala la. Like bathi befika. Now, okay.
And do you know how that thing actually came right at the end? That was one of the last things that we put into the movie. And the way we did it, Daniel phones me, he's like, Zwana Pra, I need you to do ADR right now. I'm in the studio and I need you to do this line. So he sent me the line in English. Yeah. It's like, I need you to do this line in Isindebele. I think to myself, I'm like, yo, bro. So I'm trying to phone everyone that I know who speaks Isindebele. And Maforty was one of the first people I tried to phone. He wasn't topping his phone. I tried Nigel. Nigel is not picking up. Yo, okay. I tried Luminous. Luminous is also busy. I'm like, okay. So I sat down and I looked at the lines. I'm like, okay. I recorded it under the blanket. The phone yami Samsung efile etagiwe that particular line. Bathi befika. Umhlaba wethu wahle wachange. Yeah. At first, bruh, when I sent it to him, he's like, bruh, this is perfect. And I'm like, I'm worried. That no one gave me direction proper. But that day when I heard it, I was like, wow. But him though,
what if now record lapha phansi kwengubo bathi befika wezwa umuntu mpoint.
That would have been a good, I mean, that would have been funny, bro. Yeah. But yeah, man, I mean, it was an experience, bro. Intoleana, bro, like all I'll say is that, you know what, it showed not just Tina in Zimbabwe, but it showed the world that it's possible. Yeah. We can do it, guys. Yeah. Nothing is stopping us. The only thing that's stopping us is ourselves. That's the only thing that's stopping us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the movie is available on YouTube, right?
Yeah, people can go watch it on YouTube. Yeah. It's on a platform called Dust. That is the biggest sci-fi movie. Distributor. Like those guys, they put out a sci-fi film every single day.
Okay.
Short films. Every single day. And full length, some full length, but mostly short films. Every single day.
Okay. I think we just add the link in the description. Where people can just go and watch the movie. But not to spoil the movie. Yeah. I understand that. So like my sister too, my sister too lento zakhe lezi anothi angafayiceleni wekhanda amehla akhe ajinja abe black like idemon selingenile. But then why wakufaka wena awuzange.
Did you really watch it?
No. So you have to go watch it again.
Was it explained?
It will explain.
Ukuthi maybe ngembukele njahile.
Ubukele ujahile ngoba I actually said
but at least ngikhulumile ukuthi ngibukele namuhla. But at least ngikhulumile ukuthi ngibukele namuhla.
You have to watch it up to the end. I actually say why. The signal didn't hit me. Ekugcineni.
Okay.
So
guys, sometimes we have the task of going to watch a movie.
Watch party, yeah. We can even do a young watch party.
Do a watch party, please, and watch with all the people and you know.
But that was dope, bro. So how has been the reception after doing the signal from the entertainment industry one? and the black community, which is in Zimbabwe to be specific?
I would say the reception has been overwhelming. It's been amazing. Obviously, one thing that I appreciate haters. Yeah, because if people if not everyone loves Jesus, who am I to think that they're going to love me?
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who am I to think that everyone is going to like me if people themselves did not like God himself? So yes, I know there's people that don't like me and people that will be like, he didn't deserve to win an award or whatever for, it's his first time coming out as an actor, you know what I mean? And he wins an award for a short film, I heard people, after I won the BA award, a lot of people were not happy about that, which is okay. I like it. I'm happy that I've got haters.
Yeah.
Because it means I'm doing something good.
Yeah,
There's something wrong. So where were you? You're in Harare. Yeah, you're in Harare. I remember that. So the reception has been very, very good, overwhelming. I mean, especially in Zimbabwe. I'm now connected in the film industry in Zimbabwe. Okay, which is not actually yet an industry. By the way, it's a sector. I don't think we have an entertainment industry, period.
In Zim or
in Zimbabwe.
to be specific.
In Zimbabwe, we don't have an entertainment industry. We've got a sector. Okay. I remember I once spoke about this and I got a bit of a backlash because I was comparing people to a sector, right? Yeah. The food sector. So the food sector I was comparing, I was like, in the entertainment sector, we've got supermarkets, we've got ama superates, ama vendor, ama tuck shop. You know what I mean? Like that's how it is. So people like your job praisers, your Winky D's are your supermarkets. You know what I mean? I kind of like your supermarkets. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then after that, you just have these superates. I'm a convenience stores. Where people come in the hood and they buy in the hood. MC guy and things like that. So everyone else is kind of like that, but we don't have industries where people are actually. But I'm okay with that. Yeah, but so we don't have an industry yet because there's so many facets that have not yet come together in order to create the industry. You understand? Do we have the potential to create an industry?
Yes, we do.
Definitely, we have it. But are we putting in the work to monetize it? Because where you're not making money from a product that you're creating, it means that your product, it doesn't mean that your product is not necessarily good. It just means that your product is not being channeled in the right direction in order for it to make money.
Yeah.
You understand? And this is where I feel Zimbabwe is. That Zimbabwe at one point in the 80s, when after independence and stuff like that, when it came to broadcasting and stuff like that, it was at the top of Southern Africa. But right now, if we're not right at the bottom, I mean, Botswana entertainment industry is probably way better than the Zimbabwean entertainment sector.
It's high paying.
It's high paying.
Yeah.
You understand? And because they've understood how to do that. Collaborations. But Lapa, okay, I'll use Bulawayo as an example. Bulawayo, bro. The most talented city. Even Harare people will come here. I'm like, yo, the talent in this city is scary. Yeah. I mean, you got big time producers, movie producers from Harare that will say that Bulawayo has the talent. But so what is keeping Bulawayo from becoming the industrial hub of entertainment? Collaborations. You know what I mean? Then you got at one point there was this whole thing about gatekeepers. You remember that? There was this whole about gatekeepers. I remember Maforty and I asked ourselves a question to say that who are the gatekeepers? And number two, which gates are they keeping? You understand?
Yeah.
So if they are there and ama gatekeepers, mabe khona and kulama gates abanjani, bagcinile ama gates lawa they are holding these gates. But if they are holding those gates, what's stopping us from going and making a gate there, and making a gate there, and making a gate there? What's stopping us from deciding that, okay, we want that gate, we want that gate? And then even call those so-called gatekeepers to our gates and say, because you've got certain wisdom, you've got certain knowledge, you understand?
Might as well
Come,
shade.
yeah, come over here to this new gate. It's our table. We've made our table. And one thing that showed me that is that when we started Sanctified Comedy with Maforty, a lot of people didn't like that because they were like, we're in competition with Umahlegis. We're not in competition with Umahlegis. Yeah. Right. We're not in competition with Umahlegis. Our crowd will never go. There's not one person who would come to my show, would go to Umahlegis' show. Never. It's just the way it is. But it's not competition. We're different people, bruh.
Different markets,
It's not a war. You understand? And there's people that will go to Umahlegis' show that will never come for a Tawanda show. And I'm okay with that. It's fine. Let's keep it rolling, bruh. Let's keep it moving. You understand? Let's keep it moving. Because, I'm trying to build my crowd. J. Cole doesn't have the same crowd with, what's that boy there? What's his name? Little Uzi. It's not the same crowd. But you don't see these guys blasting each other on social media.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Because they've realized.
King mentality.
They've realized, I'm done, bro. I came to a point where I just said to myself, it's sad that people want to be village heroes.
Yet the world is
Where the world is so big, bruh. One thing I even told some of my rapper friends, I told them, I won't mention names for certain reasons. English rap in Zimbabwe is not going to get you anywhere.
hate.
I'm telling you, you're not going to be. People in Zimbabwe are not going to highly acclaim you. You understand? When you're an English rapper, you're not going to be highly acclaimed, whether you like it or not. Doing English in Zimbabwe, people want people like Abo Holy 10. Or people will want,
But again, you'd find people on social media bashing abantu that are doing local content like that. But you are Porsche.
But Tiwana just said something. Haters are gonna be there. Do your craft, my guy.
do your craft. But the thing is this, and Maforty, the point I'm trying to get at is this. Know and understand your market.
Amen.
Yeah.
You understand? Know, understand your market. You're trying to, okay, we did the signal. We did it in what language?
Isindebele.
Isindebele.
Bathi befika.
Bathi befika, auntie. We did it Isindebele. It's been consumed more, right, by international people than local people. But it's in Isindebele, right? Why? Because we did what we did. The smart thing with the signal is that when we did it in a way that it was palatable for the international market, but still relevant to home. You understand? So the international market chewed it up because international markets want what? They want sci-fi. That's what they want. They don't want drama. They don't want drama. That's why abafuni drama, abafuni indaba ze-AIDS. Lezi ukuthi umuntu usefile le-AIDS or there's alcoholism and what. They don't want that stuff. They're done. They've done it. They're done.
They've better drugs.
They're better drugs. Right. But do sci-fi. Do horror. Do you know we got horror stories? Guys, have you seen the trailer for the new Shaka thing that's coming out on the 18th of June?
Yeah.
You seen it? The one that's going to be on Showmax.
The one shot in SA.
Oh,
Yeah.
bruh. That thing is amazing. You understand? That's the kind of content that is palatable to the international market. Because what is that? That's what you call an epic film. In the film category, it's called epic. So they are doing an epic film about Shaka Zulu. Imagine if we did an epic film about Umziligas.
Kanjalo nje.
I'm just giving an example.
As long as uzemnika ichukela.
No,
It was very
As long as uzemnika ichukela. No.
but you see
But
what I
yeah,
said, but some of
I hear
these
you,
things
I hear
are
you.
propaganda.
Yeah, I
you
hear
really
you.
don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
some of
yeah.
these things
True.
are propaganda.
True, yeah,
Now I say
definitely.
in the chukela, guys.
Ecapula.
Nah, guys.
Yeah.
You know, as for me, I didn't like it because I don't believe it.
I feel like
indaba yechukela is kept because remember this is khona in the country like
Yeah.
also kuselibulayo kuphela like even
That's
if
it.
without the sugar they're still going.
I
they
feel like
get the
vele
majority
indaba
of the
yechukela
so-
vele ayipheli.
Yeah,
I
indaba
paid.
yechukela-
I feel like chukela,
I feel
vele
like
siyayingena, I paid.
I feel like we need another episode just for issue.
Ichukela.
Yeah,
I
indaba
don't know
yechukela-
you paid it now. You know what I mean?
But yeah, in closing, bro.
Yeah.
I know like ule izinto eziningi ade ungafisa uzikhulume. But kuthi ufike la, you have to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the missus
Is waiting.
Siyaxolisa ngokumphuzisa. Yeah, like siyaxolisa ukuthi uphuzile but simxotsha ukuthi abuye
Yeah.
lihambe. In closing, bro, what do you wish to achieve in the next years, be it personally and in the entertainment industry?
Yo, I mean, in the next couple of years, to be very honest, I'm saying this on ByoPodcast because I want this to be on record, right? So that people will always find the place where they can, you know what I mean?
reference, yeah.
Reference, right?
Yeah.
In the next couple of years, I don't want to be a Zimbabwean actor. I want to be an international actor from Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Right. And apart from myself being an international actor from Zimbabwe, what I want to do is that I want to then facilitate, right, the growth of the entertainment industry within not just Zimbabwe, within Africa, for the world. You understand? Within Africa, for the world. Because I feel like we've got, if I tell you, Mgcini, I'm already on those steps. The amount of people that have contacted me from Ghana, Malawi, that want to collaborate with me already. Like sometimes there's
Ukuthi la sikubona ku Black Panther vele.
why not?
Yeah,
Why,
yes.
why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm a shaky podcast.
Yeah.
No, why not? My question is why not? Nothing is impossible, guys. But Tina, I think for a very long time we've limited ourselves because we are not consistent in whatever we're doing. You understand? You guys have started this podcast. You're going to have 200 views. You're going to have 100 views. On some videos, you're going to have 500 views.
We're celebrating 500 views within 24 hours.
You get my point? No, but listen to, you need to understand that.
Yeah.
The fact that, the first time I worked with Daniel Lasker was on this, the first time I worked with Daniel Lasker actually was on my music video, Yimlo. Right? And the late Calvin was also acting in there. Right? And that was the first time I worked with Daniel. He was only 16 years old. Yes. Then after that, with Daniel, was doing a short film called Red Mariah. I was in that film. I was playing a cameo role. You know, and I kept on walking up and down. You know what I mean? But I was very short role. Then there's another film that Daniel did that Maforty is in, Hidden Within. Not released yet, but it's coming out soon. So he did that film. And then as he was doing that film, I phoned Daniel, Mina. I phoned Daniel. I said, Daniel, bro, I want a part in Hidden Within. Then he's like, bro, to be very honest, I need a part. There's no part for you this time around. But if I come up with a part, I'll let you know. 2 days later, I'm phoning. I said, okay, bro, I got a part for you. But it's a very small role. Are you good for it? I'm like, yeah, bro, go for it.
Game, yeah.
I'm game. Now in this small role, he gave me the script on the day that I did it. So he was with the American guy that wrote The Signal. Was on set when I was doing my part. They gave me the lines they wanted me to say on the day. I killed it. This American dude was like, where did you find this dude? You know why I did that? I did that because I wanted these people to understand that it doesn't matter how small of a role you give me, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to nail it. So consistency, bruh. So this is from 2016, 2015, 14. We did Signal 2021 during lockdown. So count the years. Most people don't know that I've been doing acting all this time. Everyone has been thinking that I'm just a rapper. But behind the scenes, I know what I was focusing on. So my consistency in it. So consistency is what's going to get us to where we want to get. Can I be the next Black Panther? Why not? Can I be the next African superhero? Why not? What's stopping me from doing that? But my consistency and my persistence is what's going to get me to where I need to get to. So in closing, I just want to say that don't stop, guys. Into aliens I know sometimes you'll be like, hey, you know, we've been doing this thing, yeah. We've been doing this thing for what, 3 years?
I don't wanna like interview the kalam na when stress, bro.
Hey,
like when you stress, really but yeah, bro.
But the thing is that those are the moments that determine where you're going to get to. If Maforty, there's times when Maforty would say things like, bruh, this comedy thing is not working. It's Maforty, bro. Come on, my guy. Let's do this thing, bro. He's like, but bro, I don't have any more content. Hey, watching. Maforty, bro. This was before you wanama PA, lamanama, lan. You know what I mean? But Maforty has been one of the most consistent comedians ever since he started.
Yeah.
The impact that this dude has made in the comedy in the Zimbabwean, not Bulawayo, in the Zimbabwean comedy circles, is shocking. Here's when go.
Shout out to Maforty.
Hey, there's people that have done things. You know what? And another thing in closing that I want to say is that sometimes credit is not given to where it's due. And you know what? It's sad that doesn't happen. Wherever there's credit that you need to give credit someone, give it. Don't, because we are not islands, we don't make it by ourselves. We're not islands, we don't make it by ourselves. Someone is going to encourage you, even if it's one person. Someone is going to support you, even if it's one person. Because you're going to get to a stage when ByoPodcast is the biggest podcast in Southern Africa and Africa, where you guys are calling in Dangote and all those kind of guys who come and sit on your couch. And people are like, you know, you know, and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all these people be saying all these things. When you're pushing, you'll have few people that will support you. But when you make it, everyone is clapping hands for you.
Kona wathi imali nxa ingaqalisa ukukhona asuke sibe zimbulu, but the science will be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but yabona ukuthi mina everyone says that, let me tell you, money is never going to change me. Money is going to change people around me. Let me tell you why I say that. Because I know who exactly I am. But the people around me don't know who they really are. So when I start getting a lot of money, it's going to start changing them because they are now expecting me to remain at the same level they are at. I'm no longer there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I get money, don't say, if you're not elevating with me, don't say T1 has changed. I haven't changed. You are still staying down there, bro. Come up. Let's elevate together. You understand?
Yeah.
Because, I'm no longer, I'm not a village hero, bro. Yeah.
Hi. Shut up, bro.
Shut up, bro.
Esikufisa ukuthi in the next maybe 2 months or even a week, bro. Sibe sikubona suku Hollywood. I mean the world is bigger. Akula asiphelele ekhaya kuphela, asiphelele ekhaya. Like the world is big for you to achieve all the things you want to achieve. And thank you very much for coming. To those that are watching, thank you very much for watching. Listeners, please don't forget to subscribe. If you're tuning in because he's here, we are coming back again next week without him. But you can stay.
With Maforty.
But I don't see how we're going
My homies keep on checking you out. They wishing to be yours and they taking you out. It's getting to my head and they pissing me off. I got some real ones and they tipping me off. I know you from the inside out. We do some real talking at my mama's house. We finna get something for $1. We might just hit 'em in the